back to another video and another vlog and another girl talk, sit down, all that with y'all. We here with another video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share this video because I'm sure somebody need to hear this video. Somebody need to come join us in this conversation, okay? So I did post on my Instagram for you guys to put in like little girl talk topics, or like girl talk questions and advice you guys want from me, all that good stuff. And the reason why I did that is because I noticed that you guys really do like girl talk videos with me, and I actually really enjoy them too. It's pretty easy, and you know, I'm just giving my opinion. I was gonna do one and all that, y'all, but I'm on a little bit of a diet and I'm trying to stay strict to it and all that. So we're having kombucha today with a straw. That's what we're gonna be drinking today. But nonetheless, we will have a good girl talk with just good conversation. I did skim a little bit through some of the stuff you guys want me to talk about, and y'all are crazy. Girl, I'm gonna just go ahead and get started now because it might be a kind of a long video, but I know y'all don't mind that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. By the way, I just wanted to say disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. You guys asked me. I posted it on my Instagram, sorry. Y'all asked me. Y'all just want my opinion. I always tend to give pretty good advice. I went ahead and just screenshotted it like I did last time. So I'm gonna just go through them and basically like pick the ones I'm gonna talk about, okay? So let's get started. How do you deal with friends who say jealous things but in a joking, playful way? My advice to that would be, if it's bothering you and you're obviously noticing it as something more than a joke, because it could be just a joke for the friend, but if it's starting to become like something you're not really like, it's not funny, then, you know, let it be known like, hey, I don't think that's funny. Like, can we cool off on that joke, and just see what happens. And if this is your real friend, she should understand. If this is a friend if this is an acquaintance, we use that friend word a little too loosely, I feel like, but if it's an acquaintance and they don't like what you say about it, and if it's a friend, she or he is going to understand. So, you know, definitely if it's bothering you, say something, because you don't want to be the type of person that like lets everything slide even though you're not okay with things. Like, it don't get you nowhere. It's not no cool points. You don't get liked more. Like, just nip it in the butt from the beginning. That's what I would say. Any advice to girls who are experiencing body shame, or any coping tips? I mean, I'm gonna just give y'all my personal experience and advice. This is just me personally. I don't know, but I mean, I am in the public eye now, and being in the public eye now, having a child and not having the body that the world wants me to have, it definitely will bring a lot of body shaming, especially from women. Like, I've never seen so many women body shame me. And it's so crazy because when I was growing up, I was curvy and had a nice figure. So I thought my whole life growing up that I had a nice body. But when I got to the internet, it was like, you ain't got no ass, you ain't got this, you ain't got no titties, you look like a kid. You name it. You got stretch mark, like everything. So the way I deal with that is I just simply don't, only because when I did see those comments coming from me thinking I had an okay shape and body, to being so body shamed on the internet by complete strangers that have never seen me in person, it didn't really affect me because I am a pretty confident person, and I feel like that's really what my best advice would be, is to like really grow with your self-confidence, and that just comes from love within as well. Listen, I'm not a gold medal. Like, I'm not gonna be likable to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, some people gonna like you or not. Your body is for some people, your body is not for others. Unfortunately though, some people voice their opinions a little too much. They take too much credit and too much importance in their opinion when it don't really matter. But the way I would sum it up into a coping way is relax, breathe. You are beautiful exactly how God has made you. And if there is anything that you can improve on, that you know you can improve on, as far as like maybe if you want to lose some pounds, eat healthier, you know, like there's things that you can do, but it's now, that becomes like a, if you want to do it, if it's your will. So definitely get yourself together to a point where you feel very happy within yourself. You don't have to look like everybody on the internet, but as long as you feel okay, the body shaming will come down to the ground at one point. So that's my advice on that. Is your life where you pictured it to be? If not, how are you dealing with it? My life is not where I pictured it to be. I would say it's not. It's not where I wanted it or expected it to be. But it's exactly where it needs to be. Okay? This is a weird one. Someone said, how do you keep your feet and hands skin soft and smooth when others touch it? Girl, you got rough hands and feet? No, I'm just kidding. I have really dry skin, eczema, but at the same time I don't, because I just really moisturize. I moisturize pretty well. And as far as like my legs, I'm never really ashy on my legs. My hands, I would say, are pretty soft, but if you're having a problem with that, that might be dehydration. I'm gonna be real. Sometimes dehydration will roughen you up, so try that. Also, as far as the feet, get regular pedicures, like on a schedule. Someone said, please do a mukbang while you talk. Girl, say less, because I love food and I love posting for y'all. Advice on finding myself after 2 kids. Y'all, I could barely do 1, girl. I don't know how you're doing it with 2, but I have some type of experience on coming out of mommyhood, so I guess I could tell you what I think would work for you. You definitely have to solidify yourself. You have to find you out of being a mom. Like, you have to separate you from being a mom, from being a girlfriend if you are, or a wife if you are. Take that away. Take some time for you. Always take some time for you. Relearn yourself. After you have kids, I don't give a what people say. After you have kids, you are born again. Like, you're not the same person. I promise y'all, promise y'all, promise y'all, promise y'all. You're not the same. So I need you to relearn yourself, re-love yourself, readjust to your new life with 2 kiddos, because it's obviously not the same as 1, and it damn sure ain't the same as none. So first things first, relearn yourself, re-love yourself. Keep God always before those 2. Practice a relationship with God. Okay? Practice a relationship with God, relearn yourself, re-love yourself. Have you time, even if it's after the kids are put to bed, girl. Like, I don't care. Sometime in your 24 hours of the day, you gotta find some you time. You gotta find some you time to figure out what's something you really like. What's a comfort? For example, me, my me time is when Legacy goes to bed. I could watch a good Netflix show that I'm binge watching and just enjoy it in some peace with some snacks, kicking my feet up after I've worked a long day and I've been a mom for 24 hours. That's my me time. I don't have the free time to get my nails done alone, so I have to bring my child. So I have to somehow in my 24 hours fit in that schedule. And yes, I may be tired sometimes and it'll just pass me by, but as long as you're making the effort to put that in your life, instill it into your life, I promise you, you're gonna see the light. You're gonna start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We love you, and bring back winding down. Aww, that is something, that is a segment I really wanted to keep going. Everything changed, and I just, you know, life happened and I got busy, and I'm super busy actually, but winding down is going to keep happening. I promise y'all. Today could have been winding down, but we're having kombucha because we're trying to be healthy, you feel me? Like, trying to look good. And trying to get our gut health together, because, girl, I'm already lactose intolerant, so that's a whole nother thing. But okay, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that. It's gonna continue. When do you think it's okay to introduce your child to your new man? Y'all, I am a momzilla, okay? Like, I am so overprotective of my child. Like, when I tell y'all that I do all this talk about, like, you know, mom time, you time, blah, 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 blah. But honestly, the hard truth that I had to tell myself the other day while I was talking to God is, because everybody asked me, like, girl, you're so busy. Like, why don't you just put her in daycare? I'd much rather deal with my child at home and struggle a little bit working at home with her and, like, maneuver around her schedule right now that she's only 2. Much rather than, like, have an incident happen ever where I regret it so much and I blame myself solely. And as far as accidents, I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm very protective of my daughter. So when I drop off packages, she's coming with me. When I go into my office to go work for y'all, for Pretty Mommy Lashes, she's with me. Like, I'm just very overprotective. So I know eventually I am going to date. Like, look at me. I know eventually I'm going to date and I'm going to take somebody serious and they're going to take me serious and it's going to get to a more serious level where I will want to introduce Legacy to him. But my ideal timeline, I feel like, would be when I am a year in with him, at least. I know that's going to be probably hard, but anything for my child. You don't really know somebody well enough in a short period of time, especially a man, to trust around my daughter. I have a daughter. I don't have a boy. I don't have a son, which is still the same thing. I would still take it as serious as if I had a boy. But I have a daughter, so I have to take extra precautions. Timeline, I would have to be with him for like a year, honestly. Someone said, how do I let go of someone fully? Should I block them on everything, get rid of their stuff? Yes. Someone said, how did you find out you were pregnant and how you knew before taking a test? I found out I was pregnant because I took a test, but I knew I was pregnant because she was planned and also because I started feeling very nauseous and, like, to the point where I couldn't even swallow my saliva because I was nauseous. So I don't know what more clear sign you need than that, but yeah, it was pretty evident when I was pregnant. Somebody said you are a beautiful person and mother. Thank you. Tips on becoming more financially stable. Becoming more financially stable, you're definitely gonna have to save, learn how to save, learn how to manage your money, and learn how to separate, like, for example, me. I know how to separate my money from Pretty Mommy Lashes, my income that I make, by, okay, so I'll, like, input money into my brand, and once I make the money that I've already put in, then the rest is in, like, profit. So you have to have that kind of mentality, or else you're gonna catch yourself spending everything and you don't have nothing. So definitely know how to manage your money and know what is to be spent on and what is to be saved. Someone said, what has been the most challenging thing for you with being a woman? The most challenging thing as a woman for me at 27 years old, I would say the most challenging thing has been to stay strong for my daughter. I feel like staying strong for yourself is one thing, but staying strong for your little human is another thing. And you really got to put your big girl panties on for that. Like, being a mother is no joke. It's very rewarding, but it's no joke. Definitely staying strong. I would say that, just like staying strong for my little human. What helps your confidence grow every day? Listen, sometimes I'm feeling like I'm that girl, I'm that girl, I'm that girl. It's an ongoing and roller coaster thing. Like, I mean, some days you're gonna feel the best of the best, some days you're not, and it's okay. What helps it grow is just basically loving myself. My relationship with God really helps me become more confident, because I know that, I don't know, like, my relationship with God really brings another, like, another joy within, another type of confidence, another level of confidence. So I don't know, it's just a little different when you got God in your life. Are you so fine? No, but seriously, where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years? Thank you. Honestly, where I see myself in 2 years, I don't know 5, but 2, I could probably see myself, I could see myself with a lot of my goals accomplished. I see myself with my daughter in the state that we're going to move to. I definitely see myself very, very happy. I see myself going to church every Sunday with my daughter. I see myself very confident. I see my platforms growing. I see my pretty mommies growing. I see my brand flourishing beautifully. Yeah, and potentially some new love. Who knows? In 2 years, like, maybe somebody will find moi. Oh my god, someone said, any thoughts on having or dealing with a monster-in-law? Girl, I can't stand mine. Maybe you need to steer away from that mother-in-law. I would say basically, like, either try to work it out, because this is the mother of your significant other, and if you really want it to work, it's gonna have to at some point be kind of like on calm waters with her. So definitely either try to have a talk, take her out to lunch, I don't know, try to make it work first. I would definitely try. If not, definitely just stay in your lane, she stays in hers. Hopefully she can do that too, and then that would be my best advice. I don't really know too much, sorry. Talking to anyone, like, relationship wise? No, I still am not talking to anybody, y'all. I'm not talking to anybody. There is people trying to come back from my past. People that used to slide in the DMs, they're back in the DMs, definitely. So I don't know, I guess they decided to reach out now, but definitely not talking to anybody or dating or in a relationship yet. Journey of healing. My only comments about healing journey is that it's definitely a roller coaster of emotions at that. Like, if you're not an emotional person, baby, you're gonna become one after you heal. Healing is not the easiest. Some days you're gonna cry like with the ugliest faces, and some days you're gonna feel like you can accomplish everything in the world, and some days you're not gonna even want to get up out of bed. Some days you're not even gonna want to shower. Like, some days you're gonna see how beautiful you are inside and out. It's just a roller coaster, y'all. But what I would hope everybody accomplishes, including myself, during a healing journey is to heal the root of the problem, the root of your healing. Because sometimes what you think you're healing from, or you think you need to heal from, has a deeper root to it. So if you can figure out what that deeper root is, then you will find out and truly heal. And another thing, you cannot heal fully without God. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to tell y'all. God needs to be in your life for you to fully heal. I promise you, God will take healing from here to here in like seconds. So please, pick up your Bible. Talk to him. Someone said, what is a good way to prioritize yourself to get everything done? Y'all, I used to be like a crazy house in my head whenever I had so many things to do. And that is why I could never get nothing done in the past. When I started writing down with pen and paper in my planner, I got myself a planner. And even when it comes to the randomest thing, like, you have to have a list of your everyday to-do list. And literally crossing it off helped me become a responsible person, and a person that gets their shit done within 24 hours. My daughter is crying a lot, y'all, so I'm gonna just answer two, well, that one, this one, and one more. So yes, I would definitely say get a planner, write down your routine for every day, or your to-do list of every day, no matter what it is. Even if it's taking a shower, taking the trash out, whatever it is, write it down, and you'll see yourself eventually like getting it all the way done. That would be my advice. And also, like, hold yourself accountable too. Don't, like, whatever is cutting your time for you to get stuff done, like your phone, Instagram, social media, I don't know, Netflix, whatever it is that's like cutting time for your time to get stuff done, cut that out and see how that works out. Even if it's for 30 minutes early, or for like an hour, completely cut out your phone for an hour, you'll see that you start to get a lot more done. And how do you deal with criticism on the internet? I've never been so criticized, so publicly like hated. It just shows me more and more every day that I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. And I see that my light really bothers people. And it's okay. You're not gonna be liked by everybody, and I've accepted that. I always had pretty thick skin, but the way I deal with criticism is I don't. Like, if it's something that I feel like it came genuine from one of my supporters, then I might consider it or something like that. But at the end of the day, I take it back with God, and me and God handle it. When it comes to people that are just hateful and just say rude things and just don't know me at all and just try to paint this false narrative of me, I don't deal with it at all, baby. You could keep hating my light. You can keep hating me. You can keep being, you can keep thinking whatever you want to of me. I know me. I hold me to a very high standard. None of that matter. You're not paying a bill. You're not benefiting me in no type of way. So how can any criticism or any bad comment ever affect me when you would never say that in person? I can never let somebody that I don't know, especially fake pages or T pages, I could never let them affect me ever. Like, I'm built a little different. So the way I deal with it is I don't, because God will deal with them. Okay, I hope that helped you guys a little bit with my advice, and I hope it was nice to hear me talk. I know lately I've been doing like voiceovers or putting music behind my videos and stuff because it gets a little hectic around here with Legacy, but I'm so happy that I was able to do this video. Let me know if you are down for winding down again. That segment was something that I created off the top of my head, and I love the idea of it because it's like girl talk type of thing, or like topics, and I really like that. So let me know in the comments down below. I hope I was helpful to whoever questions I answered or topics I talked about, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah!